Hey, Mark Rodriguez here.
And this is Juby Chan, also known as Ninja Juby or Wendy. Hey guys!
Yep, and now we're watching or reviewing the second episode of Dragonball Daima. And a lot of things in this episode. Of course, the last episode started off just as the bad guys arrived at the temple and made the wish to make everyone involved with the battle against Majin Buu back into kids. So they could carry on whatever plans they want without interference of Goku and his buddies, So the first thing is that was so weird, and it just came out of nowhere, and I don't know if that's just Shenlong just, kind of...
Trolling?
Yeah, trolling. Was that he made the wish, and he's ready to go, and Goma's like, whoa, hey, you're supposed to have 3 wishes. And it's like, no, that's a courtesy for regulars. Newcomers only get 1. And then he goes away, and I'm like, since when? What? Huh?
Going back to original Dragon Ball here.
Yeah.
That was not the case, was it?
I mean,
in the beginning.
Yeah, it was always one wish.
It was always the one wish.
It just changed as a story. And
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
my only 2 things I could think of is number 1, like you said, Shenlong's probably trolling. There are rumors of people saying that maybe Shenlong has gotten attached to our overall people because it's always them every once in a while, So
God, it's you guys again.
Yeah,
well,
so maybe he left on purpose so that they wouldn't wish even further harm upon him or something. Or the other thing is it could also be a limit because the Dragon Balls were just reactivated like right away. It wasn't the full year, maybe. Maybe, but I don't know until a character actually says so, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Dragon Balls are gone. And the bad guys don't know what to do, but Degusu's like, hey, you got your basic wish, yeah, we did it, let's go. And they asked the Namek, couldn't he just get the Dragon Balls again, whatever, but he's like, even he can't do that, and stuff like that. And of course, guys, just to save us some time, watch the first episode that goes into detail of all the characters. We're just going to name them all right now, because it's just, So if you don't know who Degusu and Neba and all them are, watch the first episode for more details. Mm. But anyways, then there's also a baby, and Mr. Popo's, I guess, a child, but the weird thing is he's got little horns. So I'm wondering, so he had the horns all the time under the turban, or maybe as a kid and he lost them when he got older?
No, we never see him without the turban, so we just don't know.
I know, that's just the weirdest, and that's another thing, everyone's got their clothes and stuff, why didn't he just have like a small turban with him or something? I don't know, it's a weird reveal that Mr. Popo had horns all along.
I'm hating Popo right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should not be hating on Popo, but I'm really hating Popo. I hate him last episode. Would you like some juice? Oh no, I didn't just train. I'm not the martial artist that trained Goku or anything. Yeah. But no, let me offer you some juice. I'm gonna let the little kid that can't fight try to go after you. But oh no, I'm gonna stand back and offer you juice instead of trying to fight.
Okay. So anyways, they decide that Dende could still be important because he is the one that controls the Earth Dragon Balls. So they took him hostage, and thus the bad guys, Gamo, Degusu, Neva, they take Dende and leave. So back to our heroes, of course, now they all find out they're kids. Goku and Vegeta that were training earlier suddenly fall out of the sky. Everyone finds out that all the people are kids, but Mr. Satan does point out that the staff at the party, it was like, Trump's birthday party, all the staff people are still normal. Only them, they're the only ones that got turned into kids. And Krillin also notices that they're kids, but they're still like
faking like they're adult selves. And that's part of what I pointed out with Detective Conan. Sorry, going just a slight bit of a tangent here. But, same thing with him and Ai's character. Because they were both older. They took the drug. Well, what's her name was trying to herself. But anyway, they took the drug, they both become young, they still think like they're older selves, but they're first graders now.
Yeah.
So,
So, you also find out that they can't fly that well because they gotta get used to balancing the body now with their smaller bodies.
With the key and all that other stuff. Yeah. And that's why it would have been interesting if Ten Shinhan would have been involved somehow.
Yeah, so this definitely shows that he wasn't there. Because we lost track the first time, but now we know he's not there. So, everyone starts talking and stuff, and, what's his name? Kaioshin, Kibito, and Goku and them decided to go check out Kami-sama's temple to see what happened there. So they go there. Mr. Popo pretty much kind of explains all the stuff that happened. It's all, how anime always kind of draw everything out. This guy wearing a suit you say, or whatever. What? All that kind of stuff. to basically establish the stuff we already know from the first episode.
And then we see that apparently, Kylo Sheen is like, oh my gosh, I know who that person is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because convenience.
Yeah.
Especially when Popo say, yeah, one would look exactly like you.
Yeah, but it's his brother, so that's the thing. The thing that's kind of interesting though is that the other girl from that episode was a sister. They don't seem to mention that. I mean, it would be his sister too, right? They haven't, But anyways, they find out that there are guys from the demon realm, and Kyle Sheen explains the demon realm stuff, and they find out all the stuff, Goma taking over after Daburo was killed, and how the bad guys, watch what happens with the Majin Buu stuff, and of course the Dende's missing, so they gotta go get Dende back and everything. So they bring Bulma back because, they send Kirito to get a spaceship that I guess was always on Kaioshinkai. Shinkai. They brought it over, and it's all old and covered in moss, similar to the Trunks time machine thing, remember? And also it's kind of banged up because it was still on the planet when Goku and them were fighting against Majin Buu, even though we didn't see it in Dragon Ball Z anywhere, we could assume it was there somewhere. So they bring Bulma along, and Bulma checks it out. It's going to take about 10 days to fix the spaceship. And of course, that kind of gives time for all the characters to kind of, get used to the situation. We find out that Trunks and Goten are babies now. Roshi's all young again, but he's still trying to, dress all nice for the ladies and stuff like that.
But he's still a 6-year-old kid. So no one's going to be paying him much of any man at all. Yeah. And here's something I wish they could do, which they probably wouldn't. Bring Obama in there. For her to like...
Oh, Renee Baba, you mean?
Yeah, that would be so funny. Bring her in and she I don't know, make fun of Roshi or something.
Because technically speaking, she wasn't really involved.
She wasn't, but it would be nice if she just happened to be visiting. And you know how her Japanese voice sounds, of course, with that little old man voice up there just making fun of Roshi. I don't know, I just think that would be hilarious.
So the other thing too is, let me see what happens. So Goku, they express a thing about the flying stuff. Piccolo's like, you gotta learn, well, can you do it? And Piccolo also can't fly that well. As time passes, we do see that Goku is mastering flying again, but he has to get used to his reach. He's trying to punch a pillar, but he's always short because he keeps forgetting his legs are a lot shorter now. So he has to adjust his new body's dimensions and all that.
Yeah, so one thing, so you went to see Chlorine, and that's where his Nyobo was, because originally Nyobo was used to connect up to Kami's tower. And, that's what he said, since nobody needs us anymore to get up there like it was supposed to be because we made things convenient and easy as the show went on and became lazy, he said he had given it back to Roshi. So Goku went back to Roshi's to get it. Roshi's too busy trying to I'm going to impress the ladies, my 6-year-old self. And it turns out he was using it to hang his laundry. So Goku's using that to help with his reach. So it's nice to see the Nyobo. I was wondering how they're going to get that back in the story. So it's interesting to see his, his bow and stuff again.
Yeah, so Goku basically goes back to the others, uses the bow to show it off and stuff. Of course, Bulma remembers it because, early Dragon Ball and all that. And then
she, as a matter of fact, he used them when he knocked her off her bike.
Yeah, and then another person arrives from the same kind of spaceship that Gamo and them use. Goma, and I don't know if you remember that. And everyone's kind of on edge. And we see this new character named Glorio. He was the guy from the last episode that was kind of overhearing things of the bad guy's plans. But it was clear that he wasn't liking what he was hearing. So he arrives. And he tells them about the demon world, and he wants their help to defeat Goma. And of course, Goku sees it it's also a way to rescue Dende and stuff. But Kaioshin is still kind of suspicious of him. It's kind of I don't know, because this dude somehow knows who we are, and he knows we're all kids. He didn't get surprised, so let's keep an eye on this guy. You know what I mean? So right now, Goku, Kaioshin, and Piccolo, right? Piccolo's going to, I think?
He can't. It only held the 3 people.
Oh, okay. So Goku, Kaioshin, and Glorio. Yeah, so they're going to go off for now, and in the meantime, Bulma's going to fix the spaceship, and the other characters will come along. So I don't think we're going to get, Roshi and Krillin and all of them, but at the very least, at least based on the ending credits here, because this episode showed us the new ending credit theme and all that stuff, we do see that at least based on that, Bulma, Vegeta, and Piccolo come along, or will come along eventually. So
yeah,
that's
probably
kind of
because
cool.
she's controlling the ship. She's probably be the one to help. Well, you're gonna need an engineer. So like when they did the thing to Namek, she had to go with them just in case.
So it is cool because that was my biggest fear because the trailers they showed way too much Goku when before the show started. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a GT again. You got all the characters, but Goku's the only one doing shit. So now at least we still got the other characters, Kaioshin, Piccolo, Bulma, and Vegeta getting involved. So that's better. That's what GT kind of should have been, sort of.
Yeah, but I still was hoping that they could be back on Earth. Well, hopefully they come back to Earth where they can maybe have some like Krillin, and some of the others, doing something else. I mean, I just would like to see that.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing though is which even the show's called Daima. I think the big focus will be in the Daima world.
Probably.
But the thing is, hopefully, maybe like you said, there could be bad guys doing stuff on Earth in the meantime, and then the others could get involved.
There are too many characters in this show who are martial artists or who were former martial artists. Like I said, Chi-Chi is a former martial artist. What's his face was trained by Gohan. Her father was trained by Gohan.
Yeah, Chi-Chi.
Her father was trained by Gohan.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Yeah, joke like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see them do something, as a nice closer to Dragon Ball. So since they really can't for anything else.
And then the other thing,
just crazy.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It kind of defeats the purpose of making everyone young if only Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo are going to do anything. You know what I mean? It kind of like maybe. You know what I mean? So I do hope that the other characters do get involved later. But yeah, so this episode basically ends with Glorio, Goku, and Kaioshin flying off to the demon realm, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. But so far, this episode's pretty good. I like that we got to see more of the characters and how they all react to being shrunk. Yeah. Of course, Krillin's like, oh my god, and Bulma's, you've always been tiny. He's like, yes, I know. It's kind of funny to kind of just rub that into Krillin's face and everything, and we get more and more exposition here and there, more explanation of the characters, more of a reason why they would get involved. Because Kaioshin gets involved because his brother's involved, so it's kind of interesting too. Yeah. And just all this new stuff coming around. But those are the two biggest takeaways so far for this: is that Mr. Popo had horns all along, and that only regulars get 3 wishes, and the new guys only get 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
So it's still odd that we still haven't seen any Gohan or Videl.
Oh yeah.
They didn't show them at all. I mean we see that what's the name shrunk and Dende shrunk and
So pretty much what was the Devil Girl and the rice bowl
No, I was about to say that. I said the bowl of rice and the devil is at home making a loaf of bread when they should be studying.
It's part of studying. Mm-hmm. But
no, it is. But seriously, it is weird that they haven't really focused on Gohan or mentioned him at all.
Well, just the first episode, the whole where is he? Oh, studying, but
No, I'm talking even for this episode, the fact that it wasn't even shown, because they said it showed everyone that was involved with the Buu saga that would involve Gohan and Videl. I mean, Mr. Satan, he shrank.
Yeah, but he was at the party though.
He was also at the party, but Dende and Popo weren't, and they shrunk.
No, I know that, but I mean, it's only showing the people at the party and the people at the temple because, of course, the bad guys were there in front of them and stuff.
Yes, I guess so.
They didn't show. Because, I guess he could have done something like that, but I guess, I don't know how the show is. But they could have cut away real quick to showing Gohan and Videl's kids in the house. And maybe cut away showing Tenshin Han and Chaozu's kids, in the middle of the mountain somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Or something.
Yeah.
Wait, was Tim? He wasn't even really a part of it.
Well, he still attacked Buu at that, near the end. He did attack Buu for a bit.
That's a shame. To buy
Gohan and Goku time to see if they could fuse, but then all that stuff happened.
What's that? Oh wait.
Tenshin Han had a random short cameo near the end. But anyways, they could have shown little cutaways of that. I mean, Tenshin Han maybe not so much because he probably won't factor in the story anyways. But at least Gohan and Videl should have had a little quick cutaway scene. We're kids. Cut back or something like that. I don't know. But Well, maybe they didn't turn into kids. They were too busy making kids. Maybe that's what happened. But anyway,
I thought they were making loaves of bread.
Same diff, I guess. But anyways, guys, these are up to this episode. There's not too much to say. It's more of an establishing thing with what's going on and all the characters, and now we prepare for the real story to begin as they go to the demon realm.
Yeah, the setup was alright though. The setup is okay so far. I don't mind it so far. And at least, like as mentioned, it seems like they will be including at least Piccolo and Vegeta, Bulma. So
yeah. So it is better than just Goku by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and with Pan and a Trunk taking a back seat to him.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this is kind of interesting. You know, they were talking about the whole demon realm thing and how Piccolo was talking about what he knew about it and how apparently all the Namekians come from this realm, but they escape because they don't like being ruled over.
Yeah.
And that's how they, ended up with the planet Namek stuff. So that was kind of interesting.
You know, it's kind of interesting too when you think about it. I don't know how deep it goes, but in a certain way, Piccolo Daima could have seen himself as a king because it's kind of like we don't like to be ruled over, but now, haha, I will be the king.
I was wondering about that too when he mentioned that. So I said, so Demon King Piccolo, how does that work?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you have to find and say like this time I'm the one ruling and that kind of shit, you know.
But
food for thought.
He was sealed away centuries earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. The whole thing is just
Well, but that demon realm stuff, it sounded like something that happened like before any of the Dragon Ball stuff, before they made a planet Namek, and it just so happened that one never just wanted to stay. He preferred to stay while everyone else left.
And to protect the Dragon Balls of the demon realm, which is why he's the only Namek there.
Yeah. And we'll see how that goes too. Now we got 3 Dragon Balls in the demon realm and everything, so that's interesting. I'm assuming because the show's like 20 or so episodes, they didn't want to do it the full 7. Most likely, you know, and everything. But anyways, guys, that's enough for now. We'll see what happens with the next episode. And like I said, again, no promises, but we will try our best to cover each episode, depending on how, things are busy or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is Mike Rodriguez signing off.
And this is Droopy Chan, also known as Ninja Droopy, and call me Wendy. See you guys later.